Hello everyone, myself Kalantri Nikita. You are watching Law Putra YouTube channel. So today we will discuss section 420 of IPC. Before we move forward to section 420 of IPC, it is necessary to understand section 415 of IPC, which talks about the cheating. Basically, the word cheating means dhoka dena, a person who fraudulently or dishonestly induces any another person by false representation. To understand the definition of cheating, let us take the example of diamond. For example, person A by false representation makes believe or induces person B that such diamond is a real diamond, and for the same person B lends money to the person A. So here person A was held liable under section 420 of IPC. So yeah, this was the basic of section 415. So let us move to section 420 of IPC. Before we read the text of section 420 of IPC, it is necessary to understand some of the definition. First is dishonest inducement. Dishonest inducement refers to an act where a person dishonestly leads someone to do something, or by doing such act causes damage or the harm to the person who has been dishonestly induced. इसका मतलब ये होता है, कोई एक पर्सन सामने वाले पर्सन को कोई एक ऐसा एक्ट करने को बोलता है जिसकी वजह से सामने वाले पर्सन को खुद को ही कोई हार्म होता है या फिर डैमेज होता है. Second definition which we have is the property. As we all know, property is of two types, tangible property and the intangible property. Third one we have is the delivery of property. Delivery of property means the transfer of right over the property to the another person. In delivery of property, let us take the example of house. For example, I am the owner of my house. When I sell my house, then at the same time I also deliver my property and my right to the another person. So now let us read the text of section 420. Whoever cheats and dishonestly induces the person. Here we have whoever cheats and dishonestly induces the person. Whoever cheat means it is necessary that the essential ingredients of section 415 of IPC must be fulfilled. So whoever cheats and dishonestly induces the person to deliver any property to any person, or alter or destroy or deliver whole or part of the valuable security, or anything that is been signed और सील्ड एंड कैपेबल ऑफ बिंग कन्वर्टेड इनटू वैल्यूएबल सिक्योरिटी. इसका मतलब ये होता है, अगर कोई भी पर्सन किसी को चीट करता है या फिर डिसऑनेस्टली इंड्यूस करता है ताकि वो अपनी प्रॉपर्टी डिलीवर कर दे या फिर अल्टर कर दे, डिस्ट्रॉय कर दे, या फिर पूरी या फिर आधी वैल्यूएबल सिक्योरिटी उसके नाम से कर दे, या फिर कोई भी एक ऐसा डॉक्यूमेंट जिसके ऊपर साइन करके वो डॉक्यूमेंट एक वैल्यूएबल सिक्योरिटी बन जाए. So जो पर्सन जो ये कर रहा है, such person will be liable under section 420 of IPC. And section 420 of IPC also prescribe punishment for the same. The punishment is imprisonment of either description for a term which may be extended to 7 years and also liable to fine. Apart from this, section 420 is a cognizable offence. It means it is a non-bailable and it is an aggravated form of section 415, that is cheating, which I had explained earlier. And the most important thing is the section applies to those cases of cheating which involves the delivery of property or destruction of valuable security. So let us revise once more time that what the prosecution have to do to hold the person liable under this section. So basically the prosecution have to satisfy the following three ingredients. First is it must be shown that there was a cheating. Second, dishonest inducement, and third is mens rea at the time of the inducement. So these are the elements which the prosecution is required to be satisfied in order to hold the person liable under section 420 of IPC. So let us take now practical example, some case laws. First case law is Abhinanda Mishra versus State of Bihar. Before we move into this case, let us first understand one illustration, that is let us take the example of our profession only. Like to do masters in law, first we have to complete our bachelor, then only we become eligible, then only we can appear for the examination of master in law. So same in this case, it was held that the accused applied himself in the MA examination, for which he attached his MBA degree certificate for the same. Later it was discovered that such BA degree certificate is a false because is a false, because the accused make a false representation, so he held liable under section 420 of IPC. And also it was held that admission card is a property within the meaning of section 420 of IPC. Second case law which we have is Sushil Kumar Datta. It is the case of 1985. In this case it was held that the accused projecting himself as a scheduled caste candidate to appear for the examination of IAS and obtain the appointment by making a false representation, he was held guilty under section 420 of IPC. And the last case law which we have is Mohammad Prasad versus State of West Bengal. It is the case in the year of 1954. In this case it was held that the accused induced the complainant to deliver the goods, and for the same he will make the payment for the same earlier afterwards. Okay, so here complainant delivered the goods but the accused haven't paid for the same, so here accused was held guilty under section 420 of IPC. So yeah, this is what section 420 of IPC is all about. So concluding this, कोई भी किसी के साथ चीटिंग करता है या फिर डिसऑनेस्टली किसी को इंड्यूस करता है ताकि वो अपनी प्रॉपर्टी उसके नाम पे डिलीवर कर दे, या फिर होली और पार्शियली, या फिर ऐसा कोई डॉक्यूमेंट जिसे साइन करने के बाद में वो एक डॉक्यूमेंट एक वैल्यूएबल सिक्योरिटी बन जाए, जो पर्सन ये कर रहा है, सच पर्सन शैल बी गिल्टी अंडर सेक्शन 420 ऑफ IPC. थैंक यू.